Alright, so here we go, guys. We're back with another episode on the channel, and it's been a while since I've been back. But you know, it's not that I haven't been doing car work. It's just I haven't been videotaping it, going through simple things or maintenance and stuff like that. But here we are today. The plan is to work on the 6.0. So the problem we've been having is we just bought a few more parts for this thing, which we're going to be replacing this intake right here and going with a different one. Now, as you guys know, this is the eBay intake. I wasn't 100% satisfied with it. I mean, the install was very easy, but there's a few errors that pertain to these cheap intakes, and you know, from what I'm hearing and what I understand, it's not recommended. I don't recommend them at this moment. They always could be better, but at this moment, for the time frame, this one was about $100 on eBay, brand new. You can see right here we have rub marks from rubbing on the hood itself, and also these two right here, and that's because it sits a little bit too high. So the plan is to replace this. And also another issue was this actually caused this to crack, being right here again. Yeah, you can see that the edges right here are touching this actual oil dipstick, and it caused the oil dipstick to crack. But I mean, what are you going to do? So I mean, the plan is to take this off, replace it, and today we actually want to show you what we got in store for this truck. Alright, so we got a few parts in here. Now these are used parts. I got them at a good price online on eBay also, so it's too good to pass up, and you know, it's gonna get the job done. So first off, we have intercooler piping, charge pipes, which I'm just gonna take everything out, and then I'll show you what they look like under. Alright, so here we are. We got the intercooler pipes, the charge pipes. We have the intake system right here, and this is just a part that hooks up to the turbo itself. So we went ahead and purchased the AFE Intake, which is a nice quality. It covers everything up. Has this nice shield. Once I can get it off. And your air box will sit right here. Now, of course, like I said, this was a used kit, so the intake is actually a little if I can get this out, it sits like in here perfect. Yeah, so the intake is actually a little messed up, so that's going to get replaced, which is not a problem. Like I said, the price that I paid for everything, including another mass flow air sensor, they wanted like $130 for a brand new one. Used, they were like $40 or so, but this one, everything was included. Charge pipes, this should be the cold side, and this would be the hot side one. That connects to the turbo outlet, and this connects to the intercooler. So I'm pretty excited to see how this works. Sorry, I wanted to explain. These are also, I believe these are Mishimoto pipes. They have the Mishimoto badge on the T-clamp, which of course this one is missing the spring and the nut. Hopefully the other one has a spring and a nut, and I could just swap these over. Where's the show of that? Let's see. Right there, it has the Mishimoto badge on there somewhere. So hopefully they're legit. That would be a sweet plus. And this one's broken too, but I could just take the old one that's still hooked up to the truck and install that one, 'cause mine is still good. Look at the intake. Alright, so you can see the intake that comes out here is taken apart. All the parts are over there, including the hot side, which attaches from this piping right here, and then goes down under the battery box, or the battery holder, or no, sorry, intake holder, and then connects to the piping in there. Alright, so we got everything out. You can see the difference between the old stock piping to the aftermarket new pipe. There's a big difference, less restriction, you know, that means more airflow, which means more horsepower. So I mean, that's the stuff that we're looking for. And then we got the air filter comparison. I mean, I don't know there's much difference between the different cones, but I mean, hopefully this AFE should fit better, especially with the original price that it costs, compared to this $100 air filter. Alright, so we're starting to piece up the intake back together, and I started doing the intake first. I figured I'd get the hard part done. This way I can at least snake it through, and then I should be able to just put the pipe. Actually, I gotta do this pipe first before I do the intake, because it'll go under the box. But I just wanted to get this all set up before I put the box in, just to make sure I got all the parts hooked up before I get too cluttered. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to using this pipe next, and then I'll go ahead and install the box, hook up all the mass flow air sensor, just plug that in, and then change out this air filter reminder, I guess, or air filter restrictor, just to check. It's meant just to make sure that you reset it and change your filter properly. Alright, before I install these, I'm going ahead and polish this up just to clean it up, just to make it a little nicer, and then get this thing installed. Yeah, so that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video. As you can see behind me, we got everything installed properly. Everything came out easy as said and done. But I mean, everything was able to work together. It looks fantastic, as you can see. There's just two more things I had to tighten up with just these clamps. But besides that, everything's all good to go. So I'll show you a couple clips once that gets completed.